Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the BigSMP. Alright, this takes place pretty much right after the whole part 2 video happened. Sorry, part 3? Yeah, after the time skip. So from now on, I'm gonna make sure there is no time skip. I'm gonna be recording every time I log on, whether, anything interesting happens or not. So pretty much every video from now on will be in order and it won't miss any moments, so you get to see everything. Without further ado, let's just get into it. All right. So the first thing I did was wow, look at that, surprise, I'm trading again. Yes, I'm still spending time, hours upon hours of time, trading with these villagers, bro. It never really ends. Emeralds have become pretty much the most valuable thing to me, bro. Emeralds are more valuable than anything. Emeralds are more valuable than diamonds. They're more valuable than tridents. They're more valuable than any kind of weapon. They're more valuable than netherite, bro. They're more valuable. They're the most valuable item on the server at this point, in my eyes. And so therefore, I'm just trading. I don't know how this happened. I was trying to change my. I was trying to see if I could place a new lectern so that my librarian wouldn't sell me knockback 2, because that's kind of trash, right? Obviously I wouldn't want to have knockback 2 as a permanent trade. So I was trying to make him switch, and I didn't know that Minecraft doesn't work that way. So when I freed my librarian, this dumbass motherfucker gets stuck in the chicken farm, bro. You're telling me that my chickens mysteriously disappear, but this motherfucker gets stuck in it? How did the chickens disappear in this dumb villager? Considering how rebellious villagers are, I'm surprised that the villager just got stuck, If villagers are master escapists, how do they fall to a simple trap like that? Anyways, after that, I was mining diorite for 50 hours, bro. It is ridiculous what my mason requires of me. I mean, 15 diorite for 1 emerald is technically a pretty good trade, but not if you have to spend this much time just underground. So after mining diorite for 50 hours straight, I tried to make another stone cutter so that I could get another mason, so that I could get twice as many emeralds, because villagers need time to restock, and that's really annoying. So I was trying to get a new mason, but that didn't work because for some reason this librarian just was refusing to turn into a mason. I think it's because the knockback 2 is now a permanent trade, and it's really annoying because there are basically no more villagers in that particular village. And yeah, I mean, that was that. Couldn't really do much more. Then a player named Murdrum logs on, and this guy's actually going to become important later on, but for now just keep the name Murdrum in mind. I think bro has already commented on a lot of my videos, so yeah, he's a very chill dude. On the Miami team, by the way, so we're technically on opposing teams, but just wait, bro. So then there's actually a second village really close to the village that I was settling in. So I decided to take the boat there and chill with the villagers there for a while. If you didn't remember from the time skip, Freaky was actually over here. Not Sneaky, Freaky, alright? I actually hate that Freaky changed his name. His name used to be Dexter Morgan, alright? That's a much better name. Why did he change it to Freaky? Listen, Freaky, if you're watching this, why did you change your fucking name, bro? I actually hate you for that, alright? Because now Sneaky and Freaky sound so similar that people are gonna start mixing them up. Dumbass! Bro, Dexter Morgan was a much better name. Bro, this little dumb motherfucker, bro. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so Freaky with an F, alright? Not Sneaky, alright? Not the OG. Not the guy who's part of my modern Minecraft series. Freaky, alright? Freaky went over to the village. He was trying to breed villagers together, and I think that's all he was doing. So when I pulled up, I noticed that a lot of villagers were trapped inside houses, and that I didn't really look too closely. It didn't look like there were any villager children there yet, but you could definitely tell that he had worked a little bit on it. He had blocked some villagers in. He was trying to make them breed. So yeah. But I actually didn't really end up doing much here. I can't remember why I was here. It looks like I was just trying to trade with a Fletcher or something. I guess I was trying to find a Mason. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to find a Mason. But yeah, there was no Mason, so then I have to boat back to the base. And like I'm talking like base, so not village, like all the way back to the base where, you know, Sneaky and all the others reside. And then I went back to the village. I went to my ender chest, which is actually hidden, so I'm not gonna show the footage. And then I grabbed some ender pearls and I turned them into Eyes of Ender, and I headed out towards a stronghold, alright? Because I wanted to be the first person on the server to find a stronghold, and I had the resources, alright? I had the pearls, I had the blaze powder, I was technically ahead of a lot of people. But yeah. And then on the way to the stronghold, on the way to try to find this thing, Murder started talking about, you know, if we could use thorns on the SMP, and I was like, yeah, and then we just started chatting, and Murder is a pretty new player on the SMP, so I was basically just chatting with him, basically saying, you know, what was new, what teams and players and alliances there were, and, you know, what I knew. Like, cause like the thing is, I don't even really know much about the other players either. I don't really know how skilled most of them are, so I just kind of told him about what I thought, and I guess he really liked that information. And he actually warned me about a player from Miami called Space, alright? This is one of those people that I don't know, alright? This is one of those people that is a friend of a friend. Murderum is actually a friend that, like, I've known for quite a while, but I have never met Space in my entire life, but Space and Murderum are friends. And he started warning me about him, saying that he was, like, good at PvP and better than him, which is pretty interesting, alright? So that basically means that I have to keep an eye out on him. Not that I think that I'm ever gonna encounter him anyway, but, you know, there might be some kind of server spawn meetup thingy, you never know. Alright, then me and Murderum, we were like, yeah, fuck this SMP. We hopped on, we started like trading PvP a bit, and I actually stopped recording here. And it's really fucking frustrating, because I actually beat him, bro. Like, Murderum basically, okay, so to give you some context, me and Murderum, we played a bunch of games, like even to this day while doing this voiceover, we've trained in PvP, and he's actually better than me. Like, he beats me, he mostly beats me in like SMP PvPs with like Pearl and Netherite kits and stuff. But at this first time, while we were playing PvP against each other for the first time, I was actually beating his ass, and I wasn't even recording it. It's always when I'm not recording that something insane happens. Like, it's so ridiculous, bro. But anyway, after low-key winning, he hopped off, and yeah, I started searching for the stronghold again. And eventually I found it, but guess who logged on, bro? The Big. Of course the Big logs on, bro. This dude, yeah, so basically, since this is his SMP, he can basically see any chat message, he can see any advancement, so he knew that I had found a stronghold. Alright, he could basically see it. He wasn't logged on at the time of me getting the advancement, but he would log on after and basically taunt me saying, oh, looking for a stronghold, are we? Like, bro, come on, bruh. Get your corny ass out of this fucking... Anyway, yeah, no, that was pretty frustrating in a way, but that's just something that I'm gonna have to deal with. It's gonna be the same with the other teams, and to be fair, the Feds are a very small team, so I guess it's kind of fair for him to have that. I mean, it's only one advancement. I mean, after that, if I want to go to a stronghold, or if I want to do anything pretty much, he's not gonna be able to see that. And yeah, we ended up chatting about the end event and shit, and also who the best PvPer might be. I kind of informed him about Space, I don't know why I did this. I mean, we're not really teammates. But I guess, I don't know. I guess I wasn't really thinking. But yeah, so we basically speculate, because the thing is, it's all speculation, it's all assumption, but we speculated that 8K, Freaky, and Space might be some of the best PvPers on the SMP, but we don't know yet, alright? We don't really know, so we're just making an assumption. Oh, also another thing that's important to mention is that a player called Crying Boo actually found a stronghold before me on the server, but according to other players, it was accidental, which is weird. Like, how do you find a stronghold accidentally? That seems very suspicious, and the more I think about it, the more it's kind of like, what? Like, no, of course you didn't find it accidentally. That seems very, very sketchy. But whatever. And to be completely fair, I'm not on this SMP 24/7, not at all. Like, there could have like, the feds, for all I know, the feds could have found a stronghold even before that. Like, I'm making a very, very big assumption by saying that I'm the first one who finds a stronghold on the SMP. That's a very, very hot take. I mean, that might not even be true. But for what I know, because yeah, like, the Big didn't even say anything. He didn't confirm if, you know, they had found a stronghold before that. So I don't really know. Anyways, so I returned back to base. I went to the nether, mined some nether quartz so that I could, you know, get XP to heal my mending armor, mending tools. A gas tried to R-word me, but I'm just better, so like, I escaped. Then I ended the recording, and oh, okay. So this is actually a major topic. And the reason that this video was probably posted a lot later than I would have wanted it to was because this is a huge deal right here. Before I started recording, you know, I was at base, I logged on, and, you know, Sneaky was online, he was chilling, and we were talking. And then this dude, literally, from out of nowhere, starts talking about something that happened and basically told me that he betrayed me. Basically. Because this dude leaked the coords to our base to the feds. What? I'm sorry. Excuse me. Wait. Okay. I'm sorry. What did this man do? And he started explaining that since he didn't know that the server was like he thought that the anarchy part of the server hadn't really started yet. And since he had pretty good relations with 8K and the Big, he thought that he could just leak the coords to our base that I literally spent I don't even know how long trying to like build pathways to, hiding in the portal in the wall. He just leaked it. So apparently the feds were at our base when I wasn't logged on. Alright? And what payment did he get for this? A fortune unbreaking pickaxe. A fortune unbreaking pickaxe. That is the most trash thing that I have ever heard. He leaked our base. He didn't even work for this fucking base, bro. He didn't even work for this fucking base. Sure, he might have built the structures and everything, but like, bro, as in terms of like rich materials and actually getting here, how much has he done, bro? Now, the reason I barely forgave this man was because he basically explained that not only did he not know that the server was that violent yet, and that he didn't know that like the feds were gonna start killing people and everything. Not only that, but he also thought that we were going to build another base later on anyway, which was technically true. I kind of forgot about that, but we were basically planning before the SMP started to make like an underwater underground base somewhere random, and that the base we had right here was just kind of like a temporary base. But still, bro, you don't just leak base coords for a fortune unbreaking pickaxe. That is ridiculous, alright? Especially not to the fucking feds, bro. Who knows how rich these players are? I haven't seen these players in game ever, alright? Since the start, alright? I have not seen the Big or 8K in person, like on the SMP, since the start of the server. So like, I have no idea how rich they are, and it's really frustrating that he just leaked the coords. So yeah, now we have to move our base, all right? And yeah, apparently like he was supposed to keep this a secret, and he couldn't take it anymore. He kept this secret from me from like a whole week apparently, which is crazy, and I had no idea, because guess what? I never thought that Sneaky, like, I trust Sneaky, right? This dude is like my #1 homie, but oh shit, here he comes in trying to start some drama or something. All right, kind of like he's, if anything, the only good thing about this is he's helping me create content, because bro, things are gonna get much more intense now, like. But bro, that was so ridiculous. Like, I would have been ambushed by the feds if he didn't say anything. So like, I guess I'm happy that he said something, but holy shit, what a betrayal, bro. Anyway, we were basically going to, cause yeah, the thing is, before, like, bro, that's what was so ridiculous. I literally logged on, because me and Sneaky, alright, we were basically like, oh yeah, let's go loot a trial chamber again and get some nice, you know, stuff and rewards and items. And then he just said that. So that came out of nowhere, and that was such a distraction for me that I forgot recording our whole time in the trial chamber. So yeah, that was so. But that's what we were doing. That's what we were going to do, and that's what we eventually did. But then when I started recording again, we were in the middle of a raid. All right, literally, I was in the middle of a raid, and I was just like, oh, I'm not recording. So I went into a house and I started recording, and yeah, basically during this raid, me personally, this raid was pretty difficult. Alright, it was definitely manageable. Like, I could definitely like feel like I had the freedom to run away, you know, crit some people, run away, crit some people. Like, it wasn't a desperate situation. But for Sneaky, that was another story. Alright, he died over and over and over again to Vindicators, Ravengers, mostly Vindicators and Ravengers. And I mean, I can't blame him, they do a lot of damage, but I mean, I felt like I wasn't having much difficulty. And yeah, I mean, it all worked out in the end anyway. I mean, Sneaky got his stuff back, and I got a fucking totem, alright? I don't know if I'm the first... See, this is the thing. This is the frustrating thing. How am I supposed to know if I'm the first person who has a totem, alright? Because if I'm not on 24/7, I can't see who got what advancement, alright? Only the feds can know, because they are the only players who have the ability to see advancements, alright? So, for example, if I get Hero of the Village, alright, then they will know that, okay, he probably has a totem. But, like, I can't know. Maybe I'm the first person who got a totem on the SMP, but there's no way for me to know that. I'm definitely one of the first, though. Like, I doubt I... Like, I have to be at least first or second. Like, there's no way that, like, I'm falling behind that much. But yeah, anyway. Then we went back to base, we traded a whole lot, and then me and Sneaky were like, let's train PvP. So we hopped on a server, and there's actually footage of that, but this server wasn't really good. And then I was like, oh, I gotta stop recording because I don't want my gameplay to be laggy when I'm PvPing. Yeah, so then the recording ended, and this video that you're watching has officially ended as well. But you're gonna want to stick around to this series, alright? Because it's getting crazy, alright? The end event, 1st of June, still hasn't happened yet, alright? It's coming up, but it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna let you in on a little bit of a secret. Deaths will occur before the end event. Deaths will occur before the end event. I'm just letting you know right now. They already have occurred before the end event, but more deaths will occur before the end event, alright? So you're gonna want to stick around. But yeah, I mean, until then, I'll see you around, man. Have a good day. Do some push-ups. Don't forget to do push-ups, alright? You're not allowed to click off this video or click on another video until you've done 10 push-ups. That's our rule, bro. That's our rule. Yeah, get down and do 10 push-ups right now. Come on! What, you think I'm gonna end the video now? Like, I'm watching you, alright? I'm literally watching you. Get on the ground. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there you go. 1, nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. 7. Easy, bro. Easy. 8, 9. Come on. One more. You got this. 10. Easy, alright? See, that wasn't so hard, alright? And you feel pretty good after, so yeah, you can thank me later. But anyways, bye.